The states of the Appalachian region are faced with extraordinary economic and social challenges that require extraordinary solutions. This is a story about state and community leaders working together with the Appalachian Regional Commission to find a solution to assist one of the region's most distressed counties.
I'm going down in the mines one more time. Gonna load my old car one more time. There was 120,000 people in this county. Now there's about 27, 28, I'm guessing. It's really dwindled down. We had dry cleaners in war. Had a cat house in war. 2 hotels, 2 theaters. Both of them running full blast.
Governor Underwood asked the ARC to put in $100,000 for special work in dealing with building up the social capital of the county, and also to do some work in entrepreneurship and small business development. Well, we had used Rensselaerville at the ARC in our leadership development project, our so-called Appalachian Community Learning Project, and I had been very impressed with their approach to leadership development, which is very outcome-based. They're not interested in a lot of process. They want people to identify a problem, get a small amount of resources from the outside, and solve the problem. And they want the investors, as they call it, who support them financially, the communities, to look at it from the point of view of return on investment. And so this had been so successful in about 40 communities around Appalachia that we had used this model with, that we thought bringing Rensselaerville in for an intensive care effort in McDowell County would be well worthwhile, and that's what they're in the process of doing.
The Welch Elementary School in the county seat of Welch was the launching pad for a project aimed at spurring innovation in education. Faculty and staff from 2 elementary schools were asked to design and implement projects they thought would improve student achievement or attendance, and they were offered up to $300 to finance them. The projects included creative contests to encourage reading and attendance, a program that matched older students with poor readers from younger grades, and efforts to include parents in school activities.
You can't measure a lot of success after a couple of weeks, but you can measure energy levels of people. You can kind of measure attitudes of students and parents that might be directly or indirectly involved. And after I've observed some of those types of things, I feel optimistic about trying to keeping some of these ideas going.
The village of Davie was the site of one of 10 Appalachian Community Learning Projects, ACLP, that were launched using the ARC's and Rensselaerville's successful approach to grassroots development. A team of residents was asked to envision a way in which the community could be improved, then to target tangible economic and social benefits that could be achieved in a short period of time. The Davie team thought that turning the site of some abandoned buildings into a grassy park would be a great improvement to their community. The team was led by Mayor Ken Gentry, who was also identified as the Sparkplug, an energetic individual capable of leading change by personal example. "We want to see our kids playing in a safe place," the team said, and after the team received 24 hours of outcome-focused training in Charleston, it was given a $2,000 grant to cover expenses. Another story of positive change is developing in the community of Jolo, where an old school building is being transformed into a community center. It will be dedicated to youth activities, promoting literacy, and developing job skills. A vivacious woman named Linda Vance is the sparkplug of the youth project called Hoops for Hope.
At this class that we went to in Charleston, we got all kinds of ideas, and we all got together and brainstormed, and we come up with the idea Hoops for Hope. All of the kids in the area like basketball. Well, there's nowhere to play basketball. So when the school come up, we had the opportunity as a community to get to school, got a good gym, perfect idea to keep the kids occupied. So we're all pumped for this, and I think it's going to work, and it's going to make a difference in our community.
In the gymnasium, another spark plug, Janie Sparks, spoke about the new feeling of determination that's affecting the community.
We want our community center to bring our children off the streets, because for one thing, they have nothing to do but get in trouble. Really, they hang around and get in trouble. We want to have activities up here to get them into a positive, atmosphere. We want to show them that, yeah, we're right there with them, but we're wanting a better life for them, to show them they do have options. We do care, and we want to make a go of it. We want our community to be really, really something spectacular. We want to take nothing and make something happen, positive happen. I'm going to install an attitude to them, we can do this. Because the Rensselaerville Institute installed in me, we can do this.
This can-do mindset is also at work in 10 churches throughout McDowell County. An ACLP grant to a project called Pride in Action purchased 40 computers that are enabling more than 250 children and adults to develop literacy and career skills. The very first ACLP project, launched in November of 1998, was in North Fork. A family resource and assistance center was opened to help improve the health of McDowell County citizens. More than 50 infants were immunized, 31 families enrolled to receive health care services, and 15 pregnant women received prenatal care. 6 of them delivered within the 6-month project period with 100% normal weight babies. Many of the infants who were immunized would probably not have been so treated had the clinic not been opened. The spark plug of the project, Frankie Rutherford.
We have begun to do some of the most creative work in rural America because we're willing to take the risks to see if it will work. So I have no doubt that the people left in this community will redirect its future.
In addition to the ACLP and healthcare projects, the Rensselaerville Institute launched several enterprise development projects this spring. They began with training workshops that focused on marketing and strategic planning for the owners of existing small businesses with the potential to expand and double their employee base within 3 years.
I had just started working on a project in the county, developing a county fair, and we had no funding for this fair project. So I immediately held my hand up because I knew the county fair could really be a good project if I just had a little bit of money to get me started. I had it pictured in my mind what the county fair should be like, and as it turned out, it exceeded my expectations.
Another recipient of the Institute's investment capital was Brian Hatfield. He had started a company called Labware Worldwide, which sells sterilized bottles to the EPA and private laboratories testing soil samples. But he'd become so burdened by debt that he was teetering on the edge of bankruptcy.
Before meeting Rensselaerville Institute, economically, I was virtually bankrupt. Spiritually and emotionally, virtually bankrupt. I'd basically given up all hope I'd had of being a success within the county and within the business. And after meeting them, their enthusiasm and their knowledge of venture capital gave me the enthusiasm and the hope that I could succeed. They supplied me with some capital to help me meet some sales that I had. They gave me that alone gave me the hope to continue the struggle. And then after further meetings with them, they've given me the enthusiasm to where I feel now that I will be a success and that Labware will be here 20 years from now. I have no problem with paying the money back. I've never asked for anything for free. Since then, I've increased my sales by almost $10,000 a month and look forward to increasing another $15,000 to $20,000 within the next 2 to 3 months.
Another example of this model at work is tucked away on a narrow dirt road in a hollow in the village of Mayberry, the Fishnet.
We put out signs when we first opened the business to let people know where we were, and we didn't realize that we had to pay a fee for those signs, and we had to take the signs down, which to a lot of people said that we were closed. We felt no one was going to help. So when we came to the workshop, it was a last-pitch effort. When we got the help we needed and we were able to reopen, it was really a turnaround. There was some help that we needed and was right on time. And with those funds, we're going to go out on the highway and be visible to my public and feed them those sweet potato pies and raspberry pies and all the fish they can hold.